Number one, the pawpaw. This is a tropical fruit that grows in the north. It's the only member of the custard apple family that migrated over millions of years on receding glaciers in the guts of giant mastodons and sloths, all the way up into the cold, temperate north, right? So this is a tropical fruit that grows in the north. There's nothing else like it out there. And it is truly one of the best tropical tasting fruits I've ever had. And I've grown fruits in the tropic and traveled around the world tasting fruits everywhere. And I put this pawpaw up there with one of the best. It has a custard-like consistency to it with flavors of banana, pineapple, grape, mango, cotton candy. I mean, this is nature's dessert. These are a real treat. This is a cultivar, right? So this is a nice big sized fruit. They can get upwards of 2 pounds. And there's quite a big difference between what you can cultivate and what grows wild, right? Good reason to grow your own. And they're perishable, which is why we don't typically see them in our grocery stores. They don't fit into the modern industrial food system. So we need to grow them. You get them at farmers markets. These grow between zones 4B all the way down to 9. So a good chunk of the country, we can grow these where the conditions are met. Now I cover a lot of that in my book, For the Love of Pawpaws. Conditions, sites, setup for them, different cultivars, recipes, everything you want to know about pawpaws is in there, right? So check out pawpaws. They're definitely worth it. They are not overhyped. This is one of the best tasting fruits on the planet, pawpaws. All right, persimmons, the American persimmon, right? Most folks are accustomed to seeing the large Asian persimmons. These are American persimmons, and this is an average size for a cultivated American persimmon. They can get up to 2 inches, but they're very different in the fact that they definitely need to be soft when you eat them, and they're extremely flavorful. I mean, to me, they're like apricots dipped in honey with spice. Of all the many different fruits that I grow, persimmons, American persimmons are my favorite fruits, and that's saying a lot. I grow a lot of fruits. I mean, they're exquisite. They're like candy. I mean, they're like so sweet and so flavorful. Big fan of the grafted, cultivated American persimmon. Again, a wild persimmon can be a real hit or miss. It can be a small fruit, very astringent. A lot of people get turned off because they haven't tried the goods, right? So some of my favorite are Proc, Yates, Barbara's Blush. There's some really good American persimmon cultivars out there to explore. Look into these, grow these. These are tough trees too. They'll grow from zone 4B all the way down to 9. These will take wet soils, these will take dry soils, and they'll glut fruit. I mean, they produce a lot of fruit. Persimmons are really worth looking into. Okay, last but not least is the chestnut, right? Productive chestnuts, not the American chestnut. The American chestnut is not currently being productive, but there are species of chestnuts that are productive. So let's focus on those, right? These are delicious, carbohydrate-rich nuts that grow on a tree that produces every year, annual bearer. That's important. That's food security, not just for us humans, but for the wildlife and ecosystems around us. And they can be very productive. You can get up to 100 pounds of chestnuts on a healthy tree. Again, genetics make a difference. The Chinese chestnut is one of the most widely grown in the continental US for good reasons. From basically zone 4, 4B down to 9. Again, very tough tree, can take, drought, can take tough conditions, hillsides, rocky soils, and still be productive. And they're delicious. They're like a sweet potato inside. It's like a dessert as well. It makes delicious pastries. It makes like a gluten-free pasta. Eat them fresh, eat them roasted, eat them steamed. Just eat them, grow them, and eat them. You'll actually find these as ornamental trees all around, but sometimes you don't see a pollinator, so make sure you plant at least 2 for cross-pollination. That goes with all of these characters that I'm talking about. More the merrier. Plant them up.